Harihi Om. So let us explore the third sloka in Vishnu sahasra. The energy required for all beings to survive in the entire solar system, as you know, is emerging from sun. This energy itself is generated because of the union of two hydrogen nuclei, that is called nuclear fusion, to give this much amount of energy. Now, this energy is actually trapped on earth by these green color plants, where their green part chlorophyll will combine the water with the carbon dioxide, using the solar energy to make the food that supports all organisms on the earth. It will also join some minerals. Mind you that this glucose is the fundamental material in the form of starch or various formats that supports the life. Also, there is certain evolution of oxygen gas in the process that also aids the life. Now, the chemistry is based on certain fundamental laws related to chemical combination. What are the rules and regulations related to union of different substances? All the advancement of chemistry is because of the wonderful contribution given by these scientists of yesteryears. All this is underlying one idea, that union. Union means yoga. The third sloka starts with Yogo yoga vidam neta pradhana purusheswara narasimha vapusriman kesava purushottamaha. Yoga means joining. So yoga is another synonym for Lord Narayana. Therefore, chemistry is built in the name of Lord Narayana, and there are so many pioneering scientists. They are called Yoga Vidam Neta. They themselves are manifestations of Lord Narayana. For example, you can see this type of pulses which contain what is called lectin. This lectin can bind the carbohydrates mediated by something called calcium ions or some other ions. And the understanding of this in one way can help you to address the problems related to COVID-19, to all autoimmune problems. They can be understood and addressed to with this knowledge. One scientist called Mr. M.J. Swami in University of Hyderabad is doing a pioneering work on that. Similarly, in chemistry, fundamental, most important concept is formation of bond between carbon and carbon, because all the organisms' bodies are made with carbon chains, maybe in the form of cellulose, maybe in the form of plasma, maybe in the form of so many different ways and means. This carbon-carbon bond formation is so significant. So many scientists worked. Again, in University of Hyderabad, you can see a gentleman called Dr. Divya Basavaya, who worked on this popular Ballysilman reaction. Such people's contribution can definitely help in the advancement of life. There are innumerable number of scientists who are working on environmental chemistry. All those people's works can aid in the development of human society. They are all different formats of Lord Narayana. Yogo yoga vidhan neta pradhanava purusheswara. Pradhanava purusheswara means that who is a liaison between the nature and the being. That is a wonderful ecosystem. He who maintains this ecosystem, Pradhana Purusheswara, he is none other than Lord Narayana. In all these systems, we notice that the fundamental material that is supporting life is water. Without water, life cannot exist. And in chemistry, we say water is a combination between hydrogen and oxygen. Chemical union gives H2O water. Of late, there are so many hopes that in a planet called Mars, there is a hope that human beings can survive because latest discovery has shown that the Mars contains some amount of water. Notice that all the organisms in the ecosystem, they definitely contain around 70% of water. Anything that has major part of water, because water is the universal solvent and most important thing that supports the life. Nara Simha Vapuhu. Nara Simha Vapuhu. Nara means water. Simha means major part. Beings which have water as a major part in their constitution, they themselves are manifestations of Lord Narayana. Lord Narayana himself has another name called, of course, Narasimha, which is having a traditional name meaning like half lion, half man. But latent meaning of Narasimha is that being which has water as its major constituent. And that vital force is taken from the water itself. Sriman means one who has taken, that emerged from water, Lakshmi, technical meaning, but deep meaning is the water is that which supports the life. Even in mother's womb, we are floating in amniotic fluid. And you can see not only just water, the beings like human beings, they also contain something totally hydrophobic, which is repelled by water, which is not soluble in water. That is our hair, made with something called keratin. Notice that water is hydrophilic, water supporting, and it is surviving on the basis of water, but this is covered by hair, that is repelled by water. So both are different manifestations of Lord Narayana. Superficial meaning of Keshava is a most beautiful Lord who has a shining hair. But really the latent meaning is the water is Lord Narayana, hair is also a form of Lord Narayana. And another name given to Lord Narayana is Purushottama, the best persons who contribute for the welfare of the society, for the environment. So these are the names of Lord Narayana. Yogo Yoga Vidam Neta Pradhana Purusheswara Narasimha Vapu Sriman Kesavaha Purushottamaha. In this stanza, thus it is totally reflecting the fundamental ideas of chemistry and it is related to the chemistry. Swasti.